Hello and welcome to episode 2 of The Forest. In this video, I'm going to be working on building a base. While this loads, I just want to say this game is M for mature, and if you're not supposed to be watching, don't watch, or if you just don't like blood or gore, then don't watch. Um, I think a lot of YouTubers have done series like these, so I think you'll be good. But yeah, so I'm gonna start by saying that at the end of last episode, I got the chainsaw. I got a few things last episode, but the chainsaw was what we left off with. So I'm gonna get into going to my first cave. In this video, I'll probably do a lot of voiceovers. I think the whole video actually is voiceovers because I didn't get good voice quality, and also because it's just easier to do voiceovers. This is a pretty short video because I just go caving and build a base, and both of those things can be pretty boring unless you're like actively doing something. So, yeah. Over here, I'm going to the first cave of the video, which will be the Katana Cave. I gather a lot of resources in caves like cloth and bones and stuff. This is one of Timmy's toy parts I just picked up, and if you collect all of them, you get an achievement. Um, it's a piece of his broken toy, which he had at the beginning. He also has some drawings down here. So as we go further down into the cave, there is not a lot of mobs or anything. There's no mutants, but I do find like a little entrance area where there is a bunch of loot and a bunch of resources, a bunch of money. Um, as I collect it, there's food down here. Over here, there's watches. There's a fire there, and then a katana. I don't know how a katana got down there, but there's a katana down there. Over here, I can gather a flashlight. And as you can see, it takes batteries. I'll use it for this cave exploration, but besides that, I probably won't use it again, unless I need to see ahead of me for anything. As I make my way back up to the cave, I'm probably just going to cut it. But yeah, you can see it can be used to see what's ahead of you really nicely, actually. I'm going to end up building my base up here, which isn't too far from the Katana Cave we were just in. On this cliff, it's just a nice spot because you can get a lot of resources from the nearby caves, and you can get a lot of animals that spawn around there. Also, it's close to most of the major like caves that I need to go to next, so it'll be a nice spot to put my base for now. If I do decide to build anything bigger, it would probably be an additional episode later, because I think I'll make a second series on the forest eventually when I get better recording equipment. But yeah, so you can see the first guy goes down, second guy goes down. I'm pretty good with the bow. I think that's the weapon I'll use for most of the playthrough until I get something better. And using the chainsaw we got in last episode, I'm going to actually just go ahead and cut down all these trees. So that is the first base complete. I can actually, I can save and sleep in here. We're going to change this to red real quick. Yep, okay. And the next step to our base is actually adding walls all around it, because that'll make it look nice. And that'll stop us from getting attacked by cannibals when I'm trying to sleep and eat. Starting to rain. So you can get a turtle shell to collect the rain, and you can get stuff to dry meat on, and you can get a bunch of stuff for the base to make it useful. It's not just a caving game. You can build some pretty cool stuff. I think what I'm gonna go and do next is actually go and explore one of the civilizations because they have a base that they set up themselves. After I build this wall, I'll probably cut to the ending of it here shortly. That's what I do. I'm just testing if I can see that, put that there. We'll experiment with some more building in later episodes with the traps, maybe. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. But yeah, so I finished the walls around the base. You can see when I'm inside of it, there's no way out or in except those doors, which only I can open. The walls can't be broken because I have a setting on. Even with the setting off, the only reason why I keep it off is the building destruction off is because it's so annoying to constantly use the hammer to repair stuff. And if it ever does get broken, then you have to rebuild the whole wall again, which that wall takes about an hour to build without duplicating logs. So yeah, this camp is pretty gory, pretty nasty, but there's a lot of stuff I can open here. They'll attack me if I stay here too long. It's called the main cannibal camp because it's the biggest. But besides that, there's not too much more of them. There's probably 5 or 6 of them I can count in my head right now. And most of them are pretty small and on the outskirts of the map. None of them have anything of importance. One of them has a gun part at them, but that's it. And like I said, I'm not getting the flint knock because it's too hard to get and too useless. So that's more lore. This is, yeah, you can read it. But I'm actually going to my next cave. This is the same cave, but it's not the Katana cave. It's the Modern Axe cave. And I usually don't go in this cave because it is too annoying. And the Modern Axe isn't too different from the normal axe. So the only time I get it is when I really need it or want it. But yeah. So as I get to the bottom of that rope, it's a very long rope. There's like probably a minute and a half of footage of me just going down that rope. This is one of the first caves I ever seen in a clip of the forest. It was a clip of somebody in this cave. I was like, wow, that game looks cool. It was back in 2019 when I started playing this game. But yeah, you can see a bunch of dynamite. And that's the axe right there. Got tape, more materials. I kind of just look around in here for a minute because it's not often I come in here. I probably had 50 or 60 playthroughs of this game, and I've only probably been in this cave a total of 5 or 6 of them. So you can kind of see I'm kind of like looking at stuff I haven't seen before. Or I'm looking around like I haven't seen this stuff before. Yeah, more tape. That's pretty useful. A lot of dynamite for some reason. I don't know why. I think this is a lumberjack cave as the axe and a bunch of TNT. But yeah, I'm not gonna touch every aspect of this game because there's a lot of stuff you can go out and do. Like, I missed a toy part in this cave, which I don't care about because I don't need the achievement. I don't want the achievement, but yeah, you can get a toy part in there. I've actually built my base here, and this is one of the spots I was gonna build my base, but that's the first place I ever built my base, is next to that cave. And because it was my first playthrough, I didn't go into that cave because I was too afraid to. So the next spot I'm gonna go is where you gotta beat the game. It's called the sinkhole, and you can see it's a sinkhole is just a big hole with that's created by nature. I'm not really sure how they get created, but there are sinkholes. There's water inside of this one. So yeah, that's how one way you can get in is if you jump into the water, but you won't make the jump from there. You'll have to either build out or you'll have to go into one of the caves and do it. How I get down there is I kind of skim the edges with the turtle shell and it stops you from taking fall damage. I think that's what I'll do in this playthrough unless I go through a certain cave that takes you down to the bottom. But yeah, I'm returning back to the base for the end of the episode. thank you for watching. I mean, I'll say this stuff again in a few seconds. I just want to show off the interior and how nice it is. Um, yeah, I have a meat rack on the other side of the wall, but I'm gonna save. It's now officially day 5. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This is a newer thing, a newer series. I haven't made a lot of series, but yeah, thanks for watching.